presentable, boy. Are you ready?
You want to answer some questions with us? Okay. So first question is, what's one thing you learned about yourself since becoming a mom/dad?
One thing I learned about myself is that I actually like being a dad. And I find myself doing these high-pitched noises and creating new words that I didn't even know existed, like no scratchies and neckies. What about you, Alex?
Before becoming a mom, I wasn't one of those people that was like obsessed with kids. You know, like, oh my god, your kid is so cute, like all snuggly, like that wasn't me. But it's funny how you become that person when it's your own kid. So I feel like I became that person that's like obsessed with babies because it's my own.
Because it's your own.
Yeah, I never thought I was good at that stuff. But now I think I am.
What about you, Arro? What's one thing you learned about yourself since becoming a kid?
I learned that I could pee a lot, and I like to grab my wiener now, so that's good, yay!
Second question, was Arro planned?
Nope.
If Arro's watching, yes baby, you were planned.
Arro, if you're watching this, you were definitely planned.
Yeah, but for everyone else, no.
No. So what happened? Mommy one day got on top of Daddy and
the week before I found out, I was definitely feeling different, and I was like, something's wrong with me. And I remember joking with Ari, I was like, I'm pregnant, you know, and I sent like a pregnant emoji.
And I said, don't joke about that. You probably are pregnant because I know when you're supposed to have your period, and it's been 5 days.
And then we were about to go out drinking on a Saturday night with a couple friends, and I was like, before we go out drinking, just get a pregnancy test, just in case.
So I went to CVS and I bought
You got like 50.
I bought like almost like $80 worth of pregnancy tests.
Just to be sure. And so I took 3, and after 3 I was like, all right, looks like I'm pregnant.
What was your reaction, Alex?
I fell to the ground crying.
Of
happiness. How has being a parent changed your sex life?
What's sex?
Yeah, what is sex?
How do you say it? Sec?
Yeah, I don't know if that exists anymore.
Sex!
Probably like once every 2 weeks now, when we could squeeze it in.
How long was it until we actually had sex for the first time after Arro was born?
True, after you give birth, like, you can't just go right into having sex, obviously. It took like 3 or 4 or 5 tries before we could actually like physically have sex with each other again.
Mm-hmm.
It was painful in the beginning. Not enjoyable, but you know, like, you have to do it in order to get it to that point where it is enjoyable again, and I think we're at that point now.
So it was forced sex in the beginning.
Forced, yeah. It was like a job in the beginning.
Like, we had to do it. We had to have sex.
You're not in your schedule anymore either. It's not like all of a sudden like you're feeling sexy and you could just have sex. No, it's like if you have like if he's napping and we can squeeze it in real quick, it has to be planned now.
Sometimes we'll send each other Google Calendar invites when we should have sex.
Only if you send me the agenda though. Then I'll accept. What's your relationship like now that you have a baby? Definitely more open.
Oh yeah, I showed Alex my poop the other day. It was really long.
Definitely farting in front of each other now.
We fart around each other.
We're like
now.
a big farting family.
So we're just cracking rats all mornings.
Honestly, after he saw my like, things are pretty much
out in the open.
Yeah, so things are pretty much at that level 24/7 now. But I like it better this way.
I like it too.
What's the biggest challenge being a parent?
The biggest challenge being a parent for me is finding time to do anything that I need to do for my own sanity. So whether it's taking the motorcycle out, like around the block.
Me time.
Right, me time.
There's no me time.
So what was a typical day like before Arro?
Before Arro, I was like, all right, I'll see you later. Gotta go to the gym, and then I'm gonna run some errands. Do you need anything while I'm out?
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, you stay with Arro, and then I'll be back at this time, because then I need to feed him. So everything has to be like scheduled. Everything
has to be planned.
Yeah, you have to plan. If you could do the whole process over again, what would you change? My doctor.
Yeah, her OB sucks.
She sent me in to get induced, like, when I was like 3 days late, and there was no reason for it. We were in the hospital for like, what, 5 days?
We were in the hospital for 5 days?
My body totally could have done it naturally if I just let it, and I didn't know any better, so yeah, I wish I didn't do that. Next time, for baby number 2.
Baby number 2. We wouldn't buy all the things that we did, like the baby rocker.
Yeah, we had like 3 different like rockers and swings, and like he used one for literally like a week, and then he hated it.
Then he was like, peace!
And that thing was like $250.
No, it was. Also, what's that? Oh, all your onesies that you only wore 2 times?
Yeah, you don't need that many clothes.
Honestly, you just need 5, and then just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, true.
We bought like 200 onesies for him as a newborn.
Yeah, but now he lives in like 3.
What would you change?
Yeah, the doctor is the biggest thing for me.
Yes.
I think everything else is just a learning process. Like, you can't really change that. You kind of have to go through those things.
Girl.
Give me your sugar. How many different names do we have for Arro now?
We probably have like 12 different names. We have Arro,
Chunkmaster Flex,
Mr.
Chunky Man,
Poopsicle. We also have our default, which is a pss, 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 pss. What else do we call you?
Yeah.
What else do we call you?
I think that's all the questions for today.
Yeah.
Until next time.
If you have more, don't send them.
No, send them.
Okay, so send them.
Bye, guys. Say bye, Arro. Bye.
Bye. I'm just doing that. I'm just doing that.